You know the feeling. A big task looms, you understand its importance, yet you find yourself doing anything else. Perhaps you suddenly decide to organize your desk, or maybe you scroll through social media. The task remains untouched. This avoidance brings a temporary sense of relief, but deep down a sense of unease begins to grow. The important work is still waiting for you. Part of you wants to be productive. However, another part of you resists. It pulls you towards easier, more instantly gratifying activities. This cycle is frustrating. It keeps you stuck. It is important to understand one key thing. Procrastination is not a sign of laziness. Many highly capable people struggle with procrastination. Instead, procrastination is primarily an emotional regulation problem. It is about how we manage our feelings related to a certain task. We avoid tasks that make us feel bad. We seek tasks that make us feel good, right now. Our brains are wired to protect us. They are designed to help us avoid pain and seek pleasure. When we face a task that feels unpleasant, our brain tries to steer us away. It might be a task that is boring or frustrating. It could be difficult, or one we associate with negative emotions. Our brain registers this discomfort. It then encourages us to do something else, something more enjoyable to get an immediate mood boost. When you choose an easy, enjoyable activity, your brain releases dopamine. These small rewards reinforce the behavior of avoidance. So we procrastinate to avoid negative feelings. By putting the task off, we temporarily escape these negative feelings. Understanding this helps us address the root cause, not just the symptoms. Beyond the immediate desire to avoid discomfort, there are deeper psychological triggers for procrastination. Identifying these hidden forces is a crucial step. It allows us to understand why we procrastinate on specific tasks. 3 common and powerful triggers are fear of failure, perfectionism, and a sense of being overwhelmed by the task ahead. Fear of failure is a potent trigger. We worry about not being good enough. We fret about making mistakes. We are anxious about facing negative judgment from others if we don't succeed. This fear can be paralyzing. If you are afraid of failing, you might avoid starting the task altogether. Perfectionism is another significant trigger. Perfectionists set incredibly high standards for themselves. They desire a flawless outcome. While striving for excellence can be good, perfectionism can be counterproductive. The pressure to do something perfectly can make it very difficult to start. Overwhelm is the 3rd key trigger. Sometimes a task seems too big, it might be too complex. The sheer size or complexity can make it difficult to know where to begin. When you feel overwhelmed, your natural response is to shut down or avoid the task. You choose smaller, simpler tasks instead, just to feel a sense of control or accomplishment. Section 4. Breaking the chains, the power of small actions. The most effective antidote to procrastination is not complex strategies or sheer willpower. It is simply taking action. Specifically, it is about taking small, manageable actions. When you feel stuck in the cycle of avoidance, the key is to make the first step as easy as possible. This approach helps to gently nudge you out of inaction and into motion. It shifts your focus from the daunting whole to a tiny, doable part. Small actions work because they reduce the perceived difficulty of the task. A large, complex project can feel intimidating, but if you break that project down into very small pieces, each piece seems less threatening. Instead of write the report, your first step might be open the document or write one sentence. These tiny actions don't require much effort or mental energy. Starting small helps to bypass your brain's natural resistance. By making the initial step incredibly small, you lower the barrier to entry. One small step often leads to another. This is the magic of momentum. Once you start, even in a very small way, it becomes easier to continue. The goal of the small action is not to complete the entire task at once. The goal is simply to begin. Section 5. The 2-minute rule, your secret weapon against inaction. One powerful technique to harness the power of small actions is the 2-minute rule. This rule is simple, yet remarkably effective in combating procrastination. It has 2 parts. The first part states, if a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. This applies to small chores like washing a dish, sending a quick email, or putting something away. Completing these small tasks right away prevents them from piling up and creating mental clutter or future larger tasks. The second part of the 2-minute rule is even more powerful for tackling larger goals. It states, when you start a new habit or a large task, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. This doesn't mean you have to finish the entire task in 2 minutes. It means you commit to working on it for just 2 minutes. Want to read more? Read 1 page. Want to write a book? Write 1 sentence. Want to exercise? Do jumping jacks for 2 minutes or put on your workout clothes? The beauty of the 2-minute rule is that it lowers the barrier to entry significantly. Almost any task can be scaled down to a 2-minute version. Section 6. Building your support system, the environment for success. Overcoming procrastination is not just about individual willpower or clever techniques. The environment around you plays a crucial role in shaping your behaviors and habits. Your surroundings can either support your efforts to be productive, or make it easier to fall back into old patterns of delay. Therefore, consciously designing your environment for success is a vital step in breaking free from the grip of procrastination. This includes both your physical space and your social connections. Your physical environment can significantly impact your ability to focus and act. A cluttered, disorganized workspace can be distracting. Conversely, a clean, organized, and dedicated workspace can reduce friction. Minimize distractions in your environment. Turn off notifications. Keep your phone out of sight if it tempts you. Make the cues for your desired actions obvious and easy. Beyond your physical space, the people around you also form a critical part of your environment. A supportive social circle can make a huge difference. Share your goals with friends, family members, or colleagues who are encouraging. Section 7. Start small, build momentum, embracing progress over perfection. The journey to overcome procrastination begins with a single, simple idea: start small. You do not need grand gestures or a complete overhaul of your personality. All you need is the willingness to take one tiny step forward. This entire essay has emphasized that the most effective way to combat the urge to delay is to make tasks less daunting. Break them down. Use the 2-minute rule. Focus on initiating the action, no matter how small it seems at the time. Embrace the philosophy of progress over perfection. Many of us get stuck because we are waiting for the perfect moment, or we believe we need to produce a perfect result from the very beginning. This mindset is a recipe for procrastination. Instead, shift your focus to making small, consistent improvements. Each small action you take is a win. It is evidence that you are moving forward. Celebrate these small victories. They build confidence and create positive momentum for future actions. Be kind to yourself throughout this process. Procrastination is a common human experience. Almost everyone struggles with it at some point. You're not lazy, you're not broken, your brain just needs new habits. Procrastination ends when progress begins. Start small, start now. And remember, done is better than perfect. Like this video if you've ever felt stuck, and subscribe to Alpha Mind for more ways to unlock your potential.